Hey everyone, thank you for checking out this Instagram live. I'm happy to be here with you all. And my topic for today is all about business, being about your business, minding your own business. I would say anything that has the word business in it, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And let me just start off saying freaking love talking about business. Business to me is such an amazing and integral part of my life and my lifestyle. And I say that because it gives me the one thing that I truly cherish, and that's freedom. It gives me freedom to really create the lifestyle that I want. Well, actually, let me backtrack that. The lifestyle that I want, I create my business around that. And my business helps me with my necessities and my needs, my wants, my desires, all the above. The list can go on and on and on. And as a life coach, I work with a lot of clients that either have a business and they're working, actually three things. They have a business and they're really wanting to grow and expand their business. B, they don't have a business and they just need the motivation, which is not a word I like. I don't like saying motivation. They just need the fuel to add to the fire to get them to actually start the business. Or C, those who have a very well established business, however, they're not creating time for themselves. And if you fall in the category of C, where you have a business, but you're not making time for yourself, then the question I have for you is, do you have a business or did you just create another job for yourself? And if you fall in that category, I completely understand. I've been there that way before. I've owned numerous businesses. I've owned a couple personal training businesses, boutique boot camps, yoga studio, and coaching business also. And I'm grateful for all the businesses that I've had. Some did very well, some not so well. However, I stuck with the process, which is one of the big things that you have to do if you want to get into business, or if you're in business, is you have to see it through. Because when things get difficult, and the difficulty varies from business to business, it's all going to be based off of your industry, your niche. As you can see, when COVID hit, you saw how much of an impact that made in the health and fitness world. Where I know for me, I have a lot of friends that are gym owners that no longer have their doors open because of the impact it made. But then again, you have some businesses that have thrived because of COVID. And such as Zoom, Skype, companies where they do a lot of video conferencing, things like that have seen a huge influx in their business. And something like COVID, guess what? You really can't, you can't expect something like that to happen, but you always can expect there to be some sort of a season in your business. Just like if you're in the pool business in the United States, you're not going to be doing very, very well when it's colder outside because the pools are not going to be open and not going to be operating. But however, come late spring, summertime, you're going to be very, very busy and your business is going to be booming around that time. So when it comes to business, is understanding that there's going to be the ups and downs. But if you're willing to get into it and understand that, then you're going to be completely fine. You're going to be willing to stick through it when the times are tough. And the beautiful thing about the tough times is you learn so much about business. I can tell you, and I have so much love and respect for every single teacher who's taught me through school, but I can tell you I've learned so much about life, and experiencing and owning businesses, because it teaches you how to think on your feet, think on the fly. And yeah, the difference with businesses also versus just learning in school is when it comes to business, you don't get the study guide first. You get the test first, you get the study guide afterwards. In school, you get the study guide first, then you get the test. So you're already prepared. Business is the complete opposite. You get the test first. It's going to probably feel like it sucks at times, but when you start to see the lessons that you learn in the form of a spiritual study guide, I'll say, it's going to be well worth it. And for those of you who, I'll talk to you, those of you who are wanting to start a business or have a business, but it's not quite really skyrocketing, or even just making those incremental steps in the right direction. Just start with what you know, start with where you are and the resources that you have. This is the year 2020. There are some amazing resources available to you. Just like as of right now, this video is live, and by the time this video is ended, it can ultimately reach thousands, if not millions, of people, given how much of a audience I want it for this to reach. However, you just have to do with what you know. There's no reason for you to get back into studying what your craft is. If you know about something, just speak about what you know. I can assure you there's a great quote in the land of the blind: one-eyed man is king. As far as your business goes, if you know more than your target audience, your prospect, your customer, your client, however you want to label it, you're an expert to them. You may not feel like an expert to yourself. And if you have that type of feeling, that's considered imposter syndrome, which is very common. And I've done a video about imposter syndrome. Please feel free to check out my Instagram, the IGTV series for that video, or my feed for that video, to kind of give you a better idea what imposter syndrome is. It's when you believe you're not competent. And competency is when you don't believe you have the skills, knowledge, or ability to succeed. And you may believe that you need to know every single thing about a particular subject and to be the ultimate all-knowing expert about that subject. You don't have to be. I can promise you that those who live that type of mentality are not the ones that are making videos, are not the ones that are actually helping people out. And the reason why I say that is because they get caught in that imposter syndrome, where they start to become so fearful of rejection and failure and embarrassment that they don't produce anything. And this is why I speak to you about just doing what you know, because what you know is enough. I promise you. When I started doing business, I noticed that when I seek to try to gain as much information as possible about what I was speaking about, that what ended up happening is I never even got a chance to let people know what I actually did, because I felt in my mind that I had to have everything perfect in order for me to get out there and actually start making those moves that I wanted. And it wasn't until I realized that nothing's going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And once I got that idea across my head, and it's something I still struggle with, so I don't want you to think that I don't deal with that on a day-to-day basis now. But when I started to get that message across, that's when I told myself, you know what? Let me just do it. Do it, because even if it's not the best that I can do, which I know I can always do better. However, in order for me to know that, let me just put something out there. So for you creators out there, you content folks, you influencers, I implore you to press play, to press publish, to press post, and just let the magic happen. Don't be concerned about how many likes you get, how many comments you get, because it's a game where you're going to start to get in front of more people as time goes on. And this is just for the social media world. However, I would say one of the keys to success is going to be you being patient. Patience is synonymous with persistence. You have to be willing to stay in the fight when you feel as if great things are not bound to happen. Because I can tell you, Whenever I allowed fear get the best of me and worry get the best of me, what tended to happen from that is I got stressed out. Anxiety started to consume my mindset. And when anxiety consumed my mindset, I started operating in a place of fear. Instead of me taking those educated risks, I took risks, or I took I made decisions based off of fear and emotions, which is practically like as if you were being paralyzed. And it took me to really start to settle in my mind. Meditation is something I teach all my clients to do. It's by far, I would say, one of the most important things for every single person who can breathe air in their lungs to do. And I would say that has been something that's been very, very beneficial to me to help me relax my mind. Now, does that mean that I don't have any stressful thoughts that come up? It does not. I can tell you, though, I have a tool to help me when anxiety does build up or worry builds up, anger, fear, resentment, all those low energy, negative vibrations. Whenever I start feeling those in my body, I know I have a tool to go to. And I have a meditation on my Instagram right now, and I'll be adding more to my feed too to help you with whatever type of thing you're going through. So, business, it's an amazing thing. It can ultimately give you everything that you want as far as a lifestyle goes. Once again, with it being in the era that we're in now, you can practically work across practically anywhere you want to. You can work on your computer. You can work remotely. You can deal with clients just solely where you are. There's so many opportunities that are available. And I'm just spreading this news to all of you because I don't want you to continue to live in a state of misery, of pain and suffering because you are not happy doing what you're doing right now. Whether that be in your current business right now or your full-time job or part-time job. I get it. I understand when you're making that transition into a business that you want to make sure that you have the resources available for you to ensure that you are actually setting yourself up for success. But I can tell you that it's important for you to enjoy what you're doing. And there's always a learning process to be, always a learning process of something to learn from what you're doing also. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, let me say this. Let that be your motivation to transition out of what you're doing. To start that business that you've always wanted to. And I can assure you that you have a gift in you that no one else has on the face of this earth. There's 8 billion people. And no one has what you have. And by you not spreading your knowledge, your wisdom, your gift, your insight, your intuition, you can look at it as you not living your fullest life. You're not being service to other people. I had a mentor that brought that up to me when I was a personal trainer, where he said, I want you all to understand, he was talking to a group of us, and he told us, I want you all to understand, as you all are allowing yourselves to be afraid of speaking your voice and helping people out, keep in mind that there's people that have been trying to lose weight their entire life, that are going to sleep every single night, that are crying themselves to sleep, that are using cookies, cake, ice cream as a drug to numb themselves because of the pain of how much they're trying to lose this weight. And by you not speaking your truth and your gift and helping them out, you're a disservice. And I believe that my calling is to help people out and help them overcome what they're going through, those limited beliefs, turn those limited beliefs into abundant beliefs, help them see the opportunities that are available to them. And I'm really very, very fortunate to be on this path of coaching now, because all the steps that I had before, every single step was meant to be. And it's led me to the growth that I've been getting and I continue to get. And I know that if I can help you get out of the rut that you're in, whether that be by you starting your business or creating your own business, whatever it may be, as long as you are living your truest life, because I want you to live your best life and see the opportunities that you have available, because I can guarantee 100% that there are so many opportunities out there. Stop listening to the news, stop listening to the drama, all this madness going on. All that stuff is doing is just distracting you from what you can do. So what I want you to start doing is put your blinders on and just focus straight ahead. Stop looking to your left, stop looking to your right, stop looking behind you to see what's all going on, what everyone else is doing. Just focus on you. You do that, I can promise you that you are on your way to living that lifestyle you want. So that's all I have for you all now. Thank you for each and every one of you for hopping on this live. Make sure that you check me out on live every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where each live that I do, I'll be bringing up a topic to talk about. I'm glad you loved it, Lori. Bring up another topic to talk about, or I'll just go ahead and rant on. I can definitely do that for quite a while. This wouldn't be my first time doing it. So in closing with this video, namaste. I send you all peace, love, and energy, as those are all things that you create. I love every single one of you. And I want you all to make sure that you love yourselves also.